Hi everyone, I'm Chanel.
And I'm Emily.
And together we run a blog called A Glass of Style, and this is our YouTube channel. So for today we are going to be showing you 3 different types of bottle openers. We have an electric opener,
Butterfly opener,
and
your classic wine crank.
so today with opening a bottle of wine, we just wanted to show you the different options that you have, and for your skill set on how well you can open a bottle, what might be the best type for you.
And how to impress your friends when you pop open that bottle at your next party. So a couple things that you need when opening a bottle is a black linen or just like a cloth of some sort. You're going to be handling that bottle and you're going to want to be able to give that a good wipe after you've handled that bottle. So, you know, your germs aren't all over it and whatnot.
And it looks better too if it's clean.
Yeah, presentation. So as they taught me in wine school, you can just kind of drape this over your arm here.
So professional.
You always want to present your bottle to whoever is, you know, drinking it with you, that sort of thing. So here we have the Kalala. And this is a Pinot Gris from the Okanagan Valley. So to start here, you will notice that your wine bottle has kind of 2 ridges on the top. The first one here, you're going to want to ignore this one when you're using your traditional wine crank. You're going to pop open your little knife here, and that's how you're going to cut your foil. So I've had people ask me, do I just open it up, just kind of stick the sharp part right in here and pull right through the foil? No. You're going to want to cut this off first. So every bottle of wine has a seam here where the foils kind of connect, and this is where you're going to want to start your cut.
Stand back.
And so basically, properly, you're going to want to never actually turn the label away from whoever you're pouring for, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. That's just a technicality. So once you've got a good cut on there, you can kind of cut upwards right under that first little ridge there. Some foils come off easier than others. Pop that back in for safety. This is when I like to give it a good brush because you have, you know, rough foil there. Just give it a little bit of a wipe.
Make it look so easy.
And then you pop it open here. This one is a 2-step wine crank. Some only will have 1 little step there. In my opinion, they're a little bit harder to open up with those.
With the 2-step?
With the 2-step.
Oh.
So you're going to want to take your wine crank here and poke it right to the very middle of the cork. And you're going to want to go as straight as possible. Just wind that right down, and you're going to stop about here, basically just about 1/2 of a twist from the top of the corkscrew. And this is when you then put your 2-step down. You're going to put it on the first step here, and then this one can kind of adjust like that. Hold with a firm grip, and you just pull up to as far as you can. And this is where your second step comes in handy. Pop that one right up to there, and then you kind of can adjust that part. That's where the 2-step comes in, to have a better grip. And then once again, this is a dry cork.
That's when the cloth comes in handy.
Happen. And there we go. Yeah, you can just wipe that up. And there we have it. You've opened your first bottle of wine. What do you think?
Oh, it smells so good.
Right? Yeah. Cheers. All right. So now that we've taught you about using your 2-step wine crank, we're going to move into an electric wine opener.
Yes. So this thing, it was like $25. It actually came as a set with a charger and a wine chiller. And it was a great Christmas find. I've only ever used it once, so bear with me. It's supposed to be a lot easier than any other wine opener on the market. Yeah, so we're going to give it a go.
We are going to reopen our Massi Campofiorin. This is an Italian wine. I worked a wine dinner for the winemaker not too long ago, and this is just your very basic Italian red wine. All right.
Cool. So bear with me here. I'm gonna need like a solid surface. So I'm gonna get Emily to hold the bottle, and So basically this is quite deep, and the buttons, there's an up button and a down button. The down button is what we're going to be pressing to crank the cork,
The sharp part.
the sharp twisty part into the cork. So we insert it over the top, and you can actually see it going in there. So I'm going to start by pressing down. And basically you go until it won't go anymore. And then in my experience, you hold on to the neck of the bottle and pull up.
Oh, there we go.
So, yes, you gotta play with it a little bit. So for that one, I would suggest having a second person hold on to it for you. I think the only like benefit to using this is that you don't have to crank it in yourself, and it goes down straight. So it's a lot easier to get the twisty part into the bottle.
Right.
It also ejects your cork for you. So by pressing up, you can see, brings it all the way out.
Excellent. Let's taste this one, see if it's been open for too long.
Gotta finish this one first.
Check. All right, I'll just pour a little taster. Make sure that it hasn't gone bad. It smells okay.
Like, smells like there's a higher alcohol content in that one.
You know what it is? It's a ripasso. So this means that it spends, it's a winemaking technique that is widely used in Europe, and it means that it spends a little bit more extra time with the must. So that is the grape must. So it's the pressings that come off after the initial crush and press of the grapes. So that's the skins, the seeds, sometimes the stems, and they do a ferment with that, and it just adds that extra flavor to it. So an Amarone, a Ripasso, those Italian style of wines will have this extra flavor.
And you can taste it, and it's good. Like, it's a good taste to me. So.
It almost tastes like almost a little bit like a dried grape, or it has a little, almost an added sweetness to it.
Yeah, totally. So onto the butterfly opener.
This one here is one of the easiest wine cranks that exists.
Yes.
The first bottle of wine I ever opened, I used one of these boys. So we're going to reopen the same bottle of the Campo Fiorino, just because we don't have another corked bottle. Everything's pretty much moving into twist-offs these days.
Yeah, you're almost lucky to find a corked bottle these days.
I spent about 10 minutes in the liquor store trying to find a corked white today.
Just to show you guys, so you're lucky.
So you're going to put your sharp point into the very middle of the cork. Make sure that you have your bottle on a nice stable surface here.
I'm going to hold on to this for her.
There we go. So just put your sharp part right into the middle of the cork, and make sure that you've got a good grip on here. You're going to start twisting your wine crank into the cork as the arms should pop up.
So don't hang on to the arms when you're twisting it into the cork.
And these guys will come up naturally on their own. Looks like we're all the way in there, and now all you do is grip your arms, pull down, give it a little twist. There you go.
Perfect.
And there you have it. We have shown you how to master the butterfly, and then you can just remove your cork just like this.
So we've shown you guys how to use 3 different bottle openers today. We hope that you enjoyed our video and that you were able to learn something from us. If you have come across anything interesting to open a bottle of wine, if you have mastered the high heel wine opening trick or the sabering of champagne,
we would love to hear about
we would love to see it. We'd love to see it. So post a reply if you'd like to show us how you can use other things to open bottles of wine. Thanks so much for watching.
Thanks.
Cheers. Cheers.